What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys exactly what the screen says, how to make $20,000 per month from home, selling life insurance over the phone. And this is going to be a complete breakdown, so you do not want to miss everything that I'm going to be covering, because I'm going to be sharing with you how many total leads you need, percent of leads closed, total policies issued needed, average policy size, average 30-day advance, literally everything that you need to know, breaking down the numbers step by step by step. So you can literally just copy this, do it yourself. I've done this multiple times. I used to be stuck broke, making no money. I went $15,000 in debt because I was buying leads, started generating my own leads. And in this video, I just want to break down the real numbers, the raw data, so you guys can make $20,000 per month starting from right now. And so giving you like literally all the frameworks, the leads, everything that I know to be able to make $20,000 per month. This is going to be a complete breakdown video. Whether you want to make 20, 40, 30,000, 10,000, whatever it is, this video is going to be for you. So let's just hop right in, right? So assuming that let's just make a few assumptions here, right? Because these are just standard. So especially with self-generated leads, how many percent of leads close? We're going to say 5% of leads close, right? Total policies issued needed, we're going to go into that. Average policy size, we're going to say we're selling final expense. That the average policy that we're selling, just for the sake of the example, which typically our policies are a little bit higher than this, but we'll just say on average it's $1,000. And average 30-day advance, we're going to go over that in a second. How much stays over the course of 30 or over the year? We're going to say 80% stick. And this is really dependent on a few things. Couple things I want to share with you guys real quick before this is what's going to help keep your policies on the books is carriers that you write. You want to make sure that you're writing with true Social Security billing carriers. I don't take Direct Express card unless it's with Prosperity. Their persistency is really good with Direct Express, very similar to bank account. But how much actually stays? 80%. It's going to depend on writing true Social Security billing with seniors, with their clients. What that means is if they get paid on a Friday, whatever date they get paid, even if it's on a weekend, the money is going to draft, and the insurance company can see that. So make sure you're writing true Social Security billing. That's really going to help what stays on the books, and also making sure that they actually make the decision on the call, that they do want the policy. We're not going to qualify. We're not going to just see if they could get approved. We're actually going in, and they're buying the policy right now today. So that's super good, going to be super important and crucial for yours. And then also just writing certain carriers, because some carriers transparently will have an internal team that goes in and steals your business and offers a proprietary product. And I'm not going to name names of carriers, but that's just the reality. So you want to make sure you're writing really solid carriers that will allow you to stay on the books, and also has an internal team that really goes in and helps keep the policies on the books. And then how many presentations we're going to need, we're closing. We're going to say of the presentations we're closing, we're going to say we're under average closer, and we're closing 30%. Let's see here. 30% of presentations, right? And so let's just backtrack these numbers, right? Because it typically takes 1 to 10, 1 to 11 leads to actually get into a presentation. So let's see here. We're going to start with how many, so average case size is $1,000, right? Now what we need to do is we need to see what our 30-day advance is going to look like. The reason why that is because when we're selling final expense over the phone, the advance isn't always going to be the same, because some are going to be graded, some are going to be guaranteed issue. But we're assuming, let's assume that, and I'm just going to put this here so you guys can kind of follow along here, and drop in the comments if you kind of like these types of videos, just so I know how to make more of them. But let's see here. So assume 100% level comp, which 100% is pretty good. And so just make sure that you're getting what you should be getting. So 100% level comp, right? What that means is if you write a day one level product, you're going to get 100%. Typically, graded is going to be 20 points lower. So we're going to say 80% for the sake of the example. And then GI is probably going to be 55%. let's say 60% actually. It's typically a 40% rip. So, and then also a 75% advance. So, what this means is that probably 30% is going to go greater GI. So we're going to blend those two together. And so we're just going to go on average, right? So we're going to pull up our calculator and, we're going to say, okay, 30% are going to be GI and graded, right? So we're going to say 0.3 times 0.7. And so this is going to be the total amount of business coming from those, and then times 0.7 times 1 equals, let's see here. All right. We'll just blend these all together. Well, let's just say 70% of the 70% of the policies are going to be level. So that's 70%, and then plus, and then 30% are going to be 80 to 60. So 0.8, let's see here, 0.8 times, let's see here. Okay, 0.7 plus 0.7, because that's the average of these, times times 0.3. There we go. So 91%. So 91% is going to be your blended average of comp level. This is crucial. This is what people aren't going to say. They're going to say, oh, you're going to get 100 across the board, but all your policies aren't going to be a level day one healthy coverage, because the less healthy that they are, the less that you're going to get paid. So you want to make sure that you know these numbers. These are going to be true numbers. I'm not holding anything back. This is what nobody else wants to share on YouTube and on the internet. So make sure that you understand that, right? So of these, 91% of you should be getting about a 91% of that total volume. And then times the 0.75 advance. So we're getting 68% right up front once the policy issues. So what that means is that over the course of the year, you're going to get 91% typically of what the policy that you sell, right? So I'm going to get $9,100 based on selling $1,000 policy, but in the first 30 days, I'm only getting 68% of that right up front. So what does this mean, right? Because nobody else is going to share this. Your numbers are going to be inflated based on what other people do. So this is the video that you need to be watching, right? So it's actually going to help you get to where you want to go. So 60, because you probably have had these times where you think you're going to get paid $1,000 when you get paid $700, and it's like, why? Because graded. People don't talk about that, so you need to know that 68% or 68, and then we'll multiply this by $1,000. So what you're going to get is your first advance is going to be 682.5. So what this means is that every time you sell a $1,000 policy, on average, you're going to get a $682 deposit. Some are going to be higher, some are going to be lower. But this is kind of the average that you are going to be seeing on a per policy, right? So what we need to do now is we need to go, okay, how much do we need to, how much total do we need to gross, and how much are we going to net? Because the goal is to net $20,000. But let's go into leads now. We'll hold that thought. Let's go into leads. So total leads needed at $5 a lead. So say we close 5% of leads at $5 a lead. So let's see how many total leads that we'll end up needing. So if we were to need, let's see, let's just try a few different things. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to divide 25,000 by 682.5, and that's going to be 36.6 policies needed to actually see 25K hit the bank. That doesn't mean that's your take home, because we're not factoring in lead costs yet. We're about to here in a second, but this is what you need to know. 36 policies to get or to make 25 gross, right? And then let's say we need 30 gross just to be able to do this, which you're not going to, but let's just say this for the sake of the example. what we need to do is 30,000. So the difference between gross and net is that net is actually all your commissions minus your lead costs and chargebacks. That's going to be your net commissions. Times, and then we're going to do or divided by this number right here. So we're going to do boom, copy, and then divided by 682.5, and that's going to be 44 policies. So we'll just call this 37, and then what we'll do is we'll do 30, what is this number? 44 policies. All right, cool. So this is how many policies we'll actually need to make. So this is actually $30,000 actually hitting the account, right? So this isn't assuming chargebacks yet. So let's talk about chargebacks for a second, because we need to know all these numbers to actually figure out exactly how much we're going to need to be spending on leads and ad spend, which I highly recommend self-generated leads, just because you're not going to have to pay the vendor, because we'd also have to factor that in. But let's just talk about this. So over the course of the year, 80% stay in the books. So we're going to say after chargebacks, these numbers become 25K becomes, let's see here, 25,000 times 0.8 becomes 20,000, and then 30K becomes 24,000. All right, cool. So now that we know these numbers, let's just kind of backtrack into how much we're going to need to be spending, because say 80% fall off the books, we're going to need to know how many policies issued that we need. And then also, assuming 5% closing rate, how many total leads do we need? So if we need, say, let's see here. If you need 44 policies, right? If you need 44 policies and you're closing at 5%, that means that you're going to need, we'll say, times 0.05 times 0.05. So if you get 1,000 leads generated times 0.05, you're going to get 50 policies. So we need just a little bit. So let's just say 950 times 0.05, 47, which is closer. Let's see here. We need 44. So let's just say 900 times 0.05, 45. We'll just say that. 900 leads. So we need 900 total leads. 900 total leads. That means 5% closed. Total policies issued. We're going to get 45 policies out of that. And to get that, typically self-generated leads should come at an average of $5 a piece. So if you're doing that, you need to be spending, let's see, we'll just put it right here. Total ad spend, 5K. Because what happens is that extra 680 bucks are going to go towards this and will allow you'll need one more policy. So let's just be conservative and say 920 leads, or because you'll need 2 extra actually. So let's just say 950 leads, 950 leads. To be able to get that, you're going to need 950 times 5. You're going to need to spend 47.50, which is honestly like way better than I was expecting. So 47.50 to be able to actually net that much. Like, this is literally insane. This is the full breakdown of this, right? So what this means is total presentations that you're going to need to be able to do this is out of these, you're going to be closing, let's see, times 3. So yeah, so every about 9 leads you're going to be presenting to. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to, if you close, let's see here. If you close 45 policies out of 950 leads, what you're going to need to do is multiply this 45, because that's how much you close, times 3. You're going to need to do 135 presentations. And this is why, and that's how much a week. Let's see. 135 presentations divided by 4. You're going to be doing 33 presentations a week. 33.75 a week. All right, cool. So now that we have these numbers, this is literally the blueprint on how you actually do that. So total upfront commissions, you're going to be getting just upward of 20K, 25 gross, as my camera just went out, 25 gross, 20K net, or 20, it's going to be like 20.5K net. And then total yearly commissions, once all these stay on the books, of the 80%, what you're going to be actually making is 910, because that's our total thing right here. 910 times 45, and we're going to be making closer to $40,000, and then also times 0.8. So you literally made $32,760. This is why it's super important to keep these babies on the books. So you literally, on the year, so that's 32K gross, and then 32, and then minus your lead cost, 42.75, or 4, what is it? 4,750 equals 28K. Boom. 28K net. So you literally just made $28,000 in 1 month. So, let's see here. So this is it. This is literally what you need to do to be able to do that. So you need to be doing 33 presentations per week. And I don't know why I put a dollar sign. So that means that you need to be doing 6 a day or so, to be able to actually get there. And so you're going to get the percentage of leads closed, everything like this. So take a screenshot of this, break down your numbers the exact way that you would. Some people are getting over 100%, so you're going to need less policies to be able to do this. But overall, this is the literal blueprint, so you can make $20,000 from home. Everything you need to know, drop in the comments down below if you have any questions. But this is the blueprint. This is what I did to be able to make $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 per month net, in not just net commission, like in net commissions, 46, 48, $50,000 in gross commissions. So follow the blueprint, follow the plan. If you have any questions, reach out, let me know. If you want to get to here faster, book a call with me down below. Link is in the description. Book a call with me, and I'll see you guys on the next video. If you're not ready to actually make a decision and change your life and ready to rock and roll, then keep watching free content just like this. Because if you're needing to think about changing, don't book a call. But if you're ready to actually make that change, make the decision, and actually scale to $20,000 per month, we'll do a customized game plan for you just like this. Also get your leads rocking and rolling. We'll actually do it all for you so you can start generating your own leads. And we give you the sales training, all the tips, everything you need to be successful as an agent. So this is just a little sneak peek into it. This is like a taste, a sample of what you actually get inside the community. So look forward to see you guys in there. If you have any questions at all, drop in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.